Hello everyone and welcome back to the Oxford Vapers YouTube channel. I'm Taylor and today we're going to be going through some common vaping myths and why they're not quite true. Popcorn lung is the nickname for bronchiolitis obliterans, a condition that damages your lung's smallest airways and makes you cough and feel short of breath. It's sometimes caused by breathing in a chemical used to flavour microwave popcorn. The chemical that gives this condition its name is diacetyl. After workers in a factory that packaged microwave popcorn were found to have bronchiolitis obliterans more often than other people. Some companies stopped using diacetyl as a flavouring after this. In 2016, 2PD regulations adopted in the UK under the TRPR stipulated that all e-liquids must be diacetyl free to comply with these regulations, meaning no vape juice, since these regulations were introduced, can contain any of this chemical. So if this myth was stopping you from starting your vaping journey, rest assured it is nothing to worry about. Not true. The reason different thicknesses of juice exist is that they are designed for different types of vaping devices. 50/50 juice tends to come in a 10ml size and have nicotine pre-mixed. These juices are designed for mouth-to-lung devices that utilise a higher concentration of nicotine. Generally, these juices and devices are there to help people get off smoking. 50/50 relates to the ratio of VG and PG, meaning that there is an even split between the two. And compared to the other main type of liquid available at Oxford Vapers, high VG or 70/30, it's a less viscous liquid optimised for the smaller intakes on mouth-to-lung coils. If you were to use 70/30 in a purely mouth-to-lung device, the intakes will not soak in the juice at a fast enough rate to keep up with the juice vaporised when vaping normally. So the coil is very likely to dry out internally and therefore burn the coil out. When looking at the reverse, there are some instances where using 50/50 juices in devices primarily designed for 70/30 can be okay, such as using a mouth-to-lung pod on a drag S or X. 50/50 will be fine. On the whole though, using 50/50 juices in direct-to-lung devices is not advisable for two main reasons. The first is because of the viscosity of the juice. 50/50 juices are relatively thin, and so this works against the larger intakes that direct-to-lung coils tend to have. Because the juice has a tendency to flood the coil because it is intaken too quickly, this can lead to considerable leaking. The other reason is nicotine strength. We would not advise that anyone use any juices above 6mg of nicotine in a direct-to-lung device, as any more than this can put you at risk of nicotine poisoning because you are intaking too much nicotine due to the increased power of the coil. This sounds insane, I know, but we have had more than one customer that is shocked or surprised by the fact that coils need to be changed. Coils by design are replaceable because over the life of the coil, the cotton contained within will degrade or burn to a point where the juice is not being burnt efficiently and will taste pretty awful. We recommend a change of coil every 1 to 2 weeks, but if you normally get more than that, that's absolutely fine. But please don't leave a coil in for months or even years like some customers have in the past. We aren't sure where this assumption came from, but we have a lot of people come into our store and wonder why their vape no longer works. All the while it looks like their device has been dragged through the 9 circles of hell. Think of your vape like a phone. If you've dropped and smashed your new phone screen, it's not Apple's responsibility to replace that for you, because you dropped it. It sounds harsh, but that's the way that the supplier-retailer relationship works. If the damage is caused by user error, whether it be cosmetic damage, internal, or you sent your vape for a dip in the sink, it's classed as user error, and there's unfortunately not much we can do. We are normally more than happy to have a look at the vape for you and see if it's something we think we can fix, because we're always willing to try and help even if we can't replace your vape. Now unfortunately this is a very common outlook on vaping, but for the answer you have to look at vaping the other way. Because yes, obviously vaping is not as healthy as not vaping, but vaping is much healthier than smoking. Vaping has never been branded as healthy, it is merely a safer alternative to smoking.